When I first picked up this foot, it was obvious we had layers of separation, but even I couldn't have imagined how many I'd find. Welcome back to Nate the Hoof Guy. You can see how this claw has a bit of a curl to it. That is from all of those layers of separation building up on this claw. I'm going to take one swipe here and quickly reveal 3 different layers with one swipe. While these 3 layers are obvious, what's not obvious are the additional layers hidden beneath. This spot right here, that's where the original problem was. That's what initiated all of these layers of separation in the first place. Underneath that, that's where the problem lies. With that knife stroke, 2 additional layers of separation are revealed, and no, that's not the end of them. Now back to these areas of separation. Don't worry, eventually we're going to get to the bottom of this. You might think we're there, but not quite. Soon you're going to see what caused all of these layers to separate in the first place. So how far in can you go before they can feel it? Right to this level. That pink area, that is the corium. We don't want to go any further there. That's the sensitive tissues that produce this hard outer layer that she walks on. That's the area where this problem is occurring. So we need to remove any of these little bits like we have right along here. That is what's irritating this area and keeping it open. That's why all of these layers of separation happened. That was her attempt to try to release this sole that wasn't quite right, that was causing this irritation, trying to get those to fall away naturally. What we're going to do, we're going to remove all of them in one fell swoop, and that's going to allow this to heal once and for all. This is also the time when that knife work needs to become much more delicate. We're working around those sensitive tissues, trying to tease away all these little bits. So you got to take your time, go slowly, and carefully lift those away without damaging that corium. No, that's not the UPS guy pulling in your driveway. That's the feed truck on this farm. Right in here, that's some dermatitis that has colonized on this area. Right in here is where that original defect was, and along these edges is what I have to remove yet. So we're going to get to that, then we can continue on with this cleanup process. If you're ever wondering why I take my gloves off sometimes, it's just for dexterity, so I can grab these little tiny pieces as I'm trying to pull them away. It's more difficult to do with gloves on, obviously. And with that wrap, she is done.